Hey, so I had a crazy dream, let me tell you. So after work, 'cause I do third shift, I go home, uh, I go to bed, and then I'm dreaming that, well, the day is very peaceful. I'm with my siblings and family. We're walking, and everything is peaceful, but all of a sudden, we look up and we see a bunch of missiles, coming down, raining down on us, and the people are just screaming, running everywhere, and I'm like, what the heck? But they look so clear, the day was so beautiful, and all of a sudden we see these missiles. I mean, there's like literally not even the sirens. There's no siren like alarming us, hey, missiles are coming. Not at all. It was like a surprise. Like out of nowhere, we just seen the missiles come down, and it was a horrible feeling because you really don't know where to run, They were falling, and it wasn't like a few, it was a bunch of missiles, and it was like green, kind of like green. Dark green, if I'm remembering right, dark green. It looked kind of familiar. The missiles look kind of familiar, and then I said in my head, I'm like, oh my! I can't even explain it. It is a horrible feeling, and I really feel sorry for anyone that has to go through this. Like now that I know how that feels. Oh my God. Like, just know it's a horrible feeling, especially when you don't know where to go, where to run, because they could fall anywhere, those missiles. But to continue, right, we're running uphill. And then as we're running, I see these men behind us because I'm looking up, behind, looking everywhere, but mainly up to see where they're, to kind of guess where they're going to land so that we can avoid it. And my brother is running ahead of me. And as I'm running, I see this man, he loads his gun and he says, you guys got to stop. And I stop and I look back at him and I'm confused, but I'm like, hey, I don't want to die. I'm fearing for my life, Why is this man pointing a gun at us, And then he says, no, not you. And then I kind of go sideways and I move and he says, move. And then he aims at my brother and I'm looking at my brother and I realize, well, he's calling my brother. He says, come over here. Get over here. And he's saying, you are going to help us fight this war, something like that, And basically he had no other choice. Either you join and fight or you'll die. And I was fearing for both our life, So then I go and I see my brother and I'm like, I wanted to ask him, are you really going to accept this? Are you really going to let this happen? Because I was ready to say no. If he was to ask me to join, I was going to say no. But anyways, I was so sad, heartbroken. Oh my God, you have no idea to how I was feeling, I'm like looking at my brother in the eye, like he wanted to cry. I wanted to cry, like, cause it was like we knew what was coming. There was no escape from that. It's like, we're not escape from, living. From dying. That's what I mean. And I guess he just accepted it. He's like, all right, whatever. He accepted it. And after that, I just woke up. I was sad. I was just so sad that I just woke up.